Auto insurance can all seem the same until it comes time to use it. So don't get stuck paying more for less coverage. Switch to USAA Auto Insurance and you could start saving money in no time. Get a quote today. Restrictions apply.
USAA.
Hilton brings you new ways to stay. With experiences that let you capture the glory days. Introducing the Graduate Hotels. Each inspired by local college towns, these stays are always original and never boring. Get in touch with traditions all across the country and enjoy a stay that's a class above the rest. Book at Graduate Hotels with Hilton Honors Points at Hilton.com. It's a win-win. Hilton, for the stay.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello, everyone. The clip you're about to hear is from one of our exclusive Patreon episodes, and just like all of our other episodes, it will include major spoilers. You've officially been warned. If you'd like to hear the episode in full, just head on over to patreon.com/horrorqueers and subscribe today to get hundreds of hours of exclusive Patreon content. Without further ado, here is your Patreon clip. Oh my god, a premiere that I have been waiting with bated breath for ever since the show was even announced before this first season even premiered.
Okay, that is wild, yeah, because I feel like we've been waiting for this second season for quite some time, because I want to say it's been, 2 years since we got season 1?
Yeah, I think a little over 2 years since it premiered, but less than 2 years since it ended.
Okay, yeah, but you were super excited. We do have a mini-sode on the Patreon on season 1, but I didn't know what to expect. So, let's be real. We've had a lot of not great video game horror adaptations, but you were very excited. I knew that Craig Mazin, who is the showrunner, and in this case, he's the writer and director of this episode, but he was very well regarded for his work on the Chernobyl limited series. So I went into this trepidatious but excited, and I think you were bursting at the seams.
Yeah, this is a thing where I actually haven't seen Chernobyl, and it's been on my list forever because it's only 5 episodes, but I've heard it's amazing, and it was one of those things where when I heard that he was attached to this show after years of trying to get a movie made of this show.
Right. Oh my God, I can't even imagine. This is the best possible outcome. This deserves to be TV.
100%. But when I was like, okay, wait. They got this critically acclaimed award-winning creator of Chernobyl to do this video game adaptation. Okay, they are going to try with this show, and
They're
we are
serious about it.
And boy, yes, and the final result. And you can go back and listen to that mini-sode on season 1, and I think it's a really spectacular season of television where the finale, if I recall, was your weakest link, and I'm inclined to agree. And I think a lot of that has to do, for me at least personally, with how the impact of that final episode in the game is so impactful because you're playing it. You are complicit in it. And I don't think it has the same effect in the show, or it could, maybe, but not the same. But it wasn't really hitting right there. I still liked it, but it was a step down for me.
Yeah, it just doesn't pack the same punch, because I do remember being mildly underwhelmed, and I was not alone. I think there were a lot of people who hadn't played the game who thought, this is a bit of a whimper, a bit of a perplexing development. And folks, if you don't remember, we ended with this big battle at the hospital when the Fireflies abducted Ellie, and then Joel had to go in and rescue her, but then he lies to her about the fact that she is the only person who has the cure for this infected virus that is turning people into, well, we don't call them zombies, we call them infected.
Infected, yeah.
But yeah, I was like, oh, well, that's, And you were just like, no, this hits so much harder in the game.
It's because, again, you are forced as Joel to go on this rampage and kill all of these innocent people. Well, and again, I'm putting innocent in scare quotes because really in this universe, no one is innocent.
No. And the show does a really good job of unpacking that. But particularly Joel, where you're like, you want to believe in him because he has done such a good job of being a surrogate dad to Ellie.
Well, it was the thing where, in the lead up to season 2, I was seeing interviews with the game creator, Neil Druckmann, who is involved with the making of this show. And it was like, Neil Druckmann answers whether he thinks Joel was right to save Ellie or not. And I was like, that's right. It's not the point. He just did it. But
it just is. That's what this world is.
Exactly.
It's a bunch of really tough decisions, and everyone is living in the gray zone. There's no black or white.
Exactly. But that's something that this second season, and third season, because we're splitting that second game into 2 seasons, maybe even 3 seasons.
Welcome it.
Truly. And here's the thing. If you haven't played these games and you're like, well, why are we stretching out the second game to 3 seasons when the first game was only 1 season? Bear in mind, like, the first game is about a 12-hour playthrough.
Okay.
The second game is a 25-hour playthrough.